This video is a response to some of the comments that I've received recently about a previous video that I did.
Thank God then that I now live in Morocco, the land of the comparative free.
And how that video ties in with the protests that have gone on in Morocco over this past weekend. The assumption from the video was that I said Morocco has more freedoms than the UK, when in fact all I said was this.
If you're a Moroccan and you want to tell me that your country is less free than my country, the United Kingdom, then shut up.
Inviting Moroccans to think that Morocco doesn't have less freedom is not saying Morocco has more freedom than the UK. It could be, on very simple terms, that Morocco and the UK have the same level of freedoms. And certainly when you look at the reaction from the authorities and the police in the UK and Morocco to their protests, you could argue on that one point that Morocco and the UK have the same levels of freedoms. Judging freedom is a lot more complicated than just comparing amounts between two or more countries. The truth is, Morocco does have freedoms that we don't have in the UK. It is a fact. It's almost impossible for you to walk down a street in the UK without being filmed, without having a camera pointing at you. And I know, as somebody who makes videos here in Morocco, getting a camera out and just using a camera in the street, it just brings something out of Moroccans. They are really protective of their privacy. Do you want what we have in the UK here in Morocco? Do you want the freedom of being surveilled in every street that you walk down? Because if that's what you want, yeah, go for that freedom. Morocco is still very much a cash-driven society. And that brings with it a level of freedom. You are not tracked in the same way that we are in the UK. The level of privacy that you have in Morocco is a freedom. And if you don't recognize that as a freedom, you will lose it. Because the first stage of losing freedoms is not valuing them. And you cannot value a freedom until you recognize it.